pick ban for Game 2. Game 1, going over to Legends on Tap in a very convincing fashion. I don't know. Vitatis, what Rick and Morty, what do you think DBP has to do here?
Well, Morty, I don't know. I think what we gotta do is we gotta stop running into their jungle in the early game. You know, that's not really a good idea. And also, we should probably take Ghost on Hacker in this game. It'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the Ignite didn't really work out because, you know, you kept dying over and over and over again, Morty. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and hit into.
I don't know, Rick. Ignite's pretty good on Hacker when I invade him.
All right, but seriously, so again, I don't really think there was anything inherently wrong with DBP's comp there. It's just the over-aggression from a late-game comp generally doesn't work out. But we see the bans coming out. Yumi ban on the side of LOT. DBP is just going to go ahead and keep banning the Xin Chao. Honestly speaking, I'm not really certain where that Xin Chao ban is coming from. I understand Legends has had amazing success with that champion, but he hasn't played it since, I think, week 5 of
everyone's been banning it.
Well, yes, but even when teams don't ban it, he still hasn't played it. Like, it hasn't been banned against him every single game.
That's very true. I think at some point, Legends on Tap have moved to different comps entirely, and although I will say they might be worried about the early matchups on the side of Front Lash's Jungle Pool and that Zinzo, because Fi, at least Kindred, that's neither of those are particularly fun matchups for the Zinzo. I mean, for Front Lash into Zinzo is what I meant to say.
But we do see the Xin Chao and the Zillion ban early. I'm wondering to see what DBP actually ban instead. No, they're still going to ban the J4, so DBP keeping the same bans.
Yeah, that means the Sivir is actually going to be dropped here. First pick, likely. If your Legends on tap, that would make a lot of sense to first pick the Sivir here once again.
Although,
go back to the standard comp they've been running.
Although Sir Everett's really good showing on that Tristana. So
yeah, I do agree. Like, getting stuck on Tristana is not the end of the world, but first pick Ari. I think they really like prioritizing Gio's Ari in
No, yeah, for sure. I 100% agree with that pick. It takes it away. Ooh, that's something we didn't see. It wasn't actually banned last game, was it?
Yeah, there's a naughty boy coming out, and it could possibly be for Jaundice in this mid lane. And I don't know if Symphonian's not necessarily the type that I would see playing Nautilus, but, you know, you've seen him play Urgot top, you've seen him play Yasuo top, you've seen him play Pyke, you've seen him play Nami. This man will play literally anything you ask him to. And speaking of Urgot, it looks like they're rotating Symphonian top this game because the Urgot pick has once again come out on the side of Dopa and Poppy.
Yeah, so I think that maybe the Nautilus support, I guess they would put Guy Fieri on that?
You could put Guy Fieri on Nautilus support, Nautilus mid. You could put him really wherever you want with that pick. So yeah, I don't think it matters who plays Nautilus in this situation. I think it just Nautilus can be flexed mid, he can be flexed support. Definitely not being flexed top with the Urgot pick. The last time we saw that in PMA LCS, it didn't end well for the Nautilus top player, but could be an option. In this case, definitely not.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I actually don't agree with that because they just gave up the Sivir. They just gave up the Sivir for free. LOT decided to first pick the Yari, thinking that, okay, well, we'll give up the Sivir, but they picked the Sivir anyway. Or they picked the Nautilus Urgot. They don't prioritize the Sivir, and now you've kind of run yourself into a situation where Sir Everett and Uramoose, Sivir and Braum.
Have you ever seen this one before?
Yeah, we've seen this one a lot.
Yeah,
a lot. Like a lot. Like Sivir and
like
Frank,
a Legends on tap, like a Legends on tap lot, perhaps.
Yeah, like a Legends on tap lot. I don't understand why teams consistently let this happen. I don't get it.
Frank abuses his AD carries, bro. All they play is boring support champions. The AD carry is a second support when you're on Frank's team. Let it be known. But then again, when I AD carried for SVT, the role was a feed role anyway, so I switched to jungle. You heard it here.
So, I don't understand. So, the Nautilus, okay, I get. Nautilus is very, very strong. The Sivir, you could have easily second picked the Sivir, right? the Urgot's not going anywhere. Ben Akayu does not play Urgot. Like he has other champions that he would rather prioritize rather than the Urgot. So the Urgot's not going anywhere. You pick the Nautilus Sivir, you take the Urgot as well, and you find yourself in a little bit of a better scenario than facing down a Sivir Braum that they've played what? Let me look at the numbers.
Well, Braum is like 15 times. This might be number 16, actually, this game. It's either number 15 or number 16. Not sure which. And Sir Everett's probably like
19.
9.
Okay, 19 times.
Wow.
19 times. So you would think that after 19 regular season games, along with possible practices, that they would know the Sivir Braum matchup. Like they would know like a bunch of different matchups ahead of them. As we
It's
see
more like a match down at this point.
Yeah, as we see the Anivia pickup, I'll get off of that. I don't agree with that. But in any case, so the Elise Xerath banned on the side of LOT, where the Olaf Hecarim is banned on the side of DBP. Something like that.
Yeah, that's why it's always banned. I mean, Hirmar lost a game on it though.
Did we? No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
Hirmar. Hirmar. Yeah, I think you might have. I'm not
No,
sure.
we didn't. No, we 2-0'd whoever didn't ban the Anivia against us.
Might have been. I don't remember who did that.
I'm pretty sure he. Anyway, so Sejuani Kennen, Akayu going back to that Kennen. Kennen being very, very good right now. Solo queue. I'm not really sure how he's doing in pro play. I don't think I've really seen him much in pro play, but I don't watch a lot of pro play, so I couldn't comment.
Kennen's been a pretty meta pick right now, especially like just in both solo queue
Oh,
and in pro play. I feel like
hello.
on one hand, don't ban Poppy or like they're kind of just yoing it, especially with the Anivia pick here. And the return of Poppy, the namesake of the team here, the Hecarim band coming outside of Legends on Tap means the Sejuani pick is now going to be forced out for Legends on Tap in the second draft, which is actually really good because Xin Zhao, Jarvan, Olaf, and Hecarim, you got 4 jungle chance banned away from Legends on Tap, and now Legends on Tap finally starting to see what happens when you're a priority ban on that team and you shunt your pick back for second rotation.
Yeah, but this Adrawning isn't exactly bad.
Yeah,
I mean that's a lot of frontline. It's more frontline that than they had the first game for sure. Very interesting to see where this Poppy goes. I know Frontlash has played it in the jungle before, but I do understand that Poppy is more successful in the top lane, and Nautilus jungle isn't exactly the weirdest pick in the world, but
Also,
because we definitely have seen that. Oh wait, no, Nautilus is going support. Never mind. So it is a Poppy jungle. It's Urgot top, Poppy jungle, Nautilus support.
yep. Also, a friendly announcement from everyone's favorite commissioner, Gerg7. Banjo Kazooie is now in Smash.
Spoilers, by the way.
Oof. Ear to ear.
Oh boy. All right. So, what do you think of this game here? Do you think DBP have a better shot with this composition that they've drawn up rather than game one?
To be honest, Legends on Tap is on comfort picks, and once again, I do really like Don't Ban Poppy's composition. It's just gonna be a question of how they play the early game out. Honestly, like I'm gonna look to see if they actually like just stop kind of just meandering around the jungle and dying early game. Kind of need to stop overcommitting to some things. Like once again, Don't Ban Poppy has an entirely serviceable comp, and Jaundice can stall and wave clear on Anivia mid for basically the entire game. They have a lot of damage, and the Kaisa and the Anivia can clean up fights with Nautilus, Urgot, and Poppy. They have a lot of very, tanky aspects to them. The one thing they're missing is perhaps a lot of peel or knockback, where you might appreciate something like a Janna to blow the Kennen away from your team or something like that, but they have a lot of tools to work with, and as long as they play around the composition Legends on Tap has, once again, I do think they have the tools that they can use to win the.
Yeah, 100% agree. We also we have the Poppy and Nivea wall combo that we talk about. So if Frontlash and Jaundice can get that level of communication up, that's going to be really, really bad for the size of LOT. However, as we've seen, Panic at the top hat, not really a stranger to positioning, so I don't really foresee him being caught in those situations where that could be possible. You generally don't want to do it to an ulting Kennen in a team fight. Sejuani not really gonna care. So I guess your real only option is to try and grab the Sivir if she's not being blocked by a Braum.
Well, one interesting thing to note, you throw down the Anivia wall, if the Poppy has flash up, then you drop the W, you flash in, you can slam Ari into the wall before she has time to react, because she can't Spirit Rush out of there because of the Poppy W. It's too clean.
That is true. Depending on how that interactions work, because there's a lot of questionable interactions that we saw in game one, where people were flashing, but they were not moving for like a second or two on screen. So it generally depends on how Riot Spaghetti Code feels like it wants to work today.
I love the spectator code, dude. It's so good. It's almost as good as directed camera. Like half of Jaundis's health was shredded in a 1v1 fight mid, and we just didn't see it.
Yeah, I feel like directed camera is very subpar because there's a lot of fights that we actually miss. Like you can see on the minimap that something's happening, but it doesn't matter because directed camera doesn't care. Directed camera doesn't care about no top lane.
Directed camera's a whore. You heard it here.
So, I don't really know. I mean, LOT have pretty much the same comp in the Ari and the Kennen and the Braum. The Sivir is just kind of the cherry on top because that's what that's what they wanted to pick last game anyway. And I mean, you just kind of take legends off of a fighter and you put them on a tank. It's not, again, nothing crazy there. So I really do like LOT's comp. DBP, like you said, have a very serviceable comp. I do agree. So I don't know. I guess it just really matters on how teams can do on these certain compositions. Although both of them scale very, very well. I don't know about scaling.
Don't bet Poppy's got a pretty reasonable amount of scaling with the Anivia and the Kai'Sa on their team. Also the Urgot, you get the Death Stance. You reach 3 items on that Urgot. That's a Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver, Death Stance, usually the first 2, and then a Frozen Mallet. That's pretty much all the Urgot needs. Just run into your team and start shredding them. So if Don't Ban Poppy manages to find prolonged fights with their scaling team comp, it's going to be bad news bears for the Legends on Tap team comp. But you got the Sivir and Kennen not necessarily scaling amazingly, incredibly well into the late game, but pretty good at all stages of the game. And a slicing maelstrom's gonna eviscerate your team no matter when the game is if he catches you in it.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Maybe not in the depends on how Poppy, the Nautilus, and the Urgot can get, because they do get very, very beefy. So maybe it's not the end of the world, just as long as Jaundice and Kai'Sa are away from that kind of engage. The peel, though, the peel that DBP have in the Nautilus and the Poppy is actually monumental, because you stop the Sejuani dashes, you stop the Kennen proto belts as well, you stop the Ari from getting away from your ganks. So although Poppy is a very, I guess, non-meta jungler, very, very good into this particular comp of an Ahri, a Kennen, and a Sejuani in most cases. And Frontlash, with Poppy being his most comfortable champion, I do have a lot of high hopes for what we're about to see from this jungle Poppy.
Yeah, I feel like it's the meme dream team coming out of the side of Don't Ban Poppy. It's actually an unironically good comp. You have Guy Fieri rolling it back with the Nautilus once again. Got Jaundice dropping the Anivia pick, which could be targeted as a PMA LCS meme. And then the team's namesake finally going on Frontlash in the jungle for once. Because even though a lot of teams have dropped the Poppy ban because Don't Ban Poppy has not been playing their namesake at all, they still have refused to play it until now.
Yeah. Gurg 7, Poppy can only block one ability. Obviously, someone can count because Ari has a dash ability and so does Sejuani. That's 2, sir.
Yeah, he can also block the Braum jump.
That's true.
So, like, Ari, I'm pretty sure he can only block, like, the same ability one time.
Oh, he can only block one ability. Gotcha.
Maybe. Right. I'm not quite sure. I forget how the mechanics of that.
No, yeah, it is only one block, but I thought he meant like it can only block one like single ability like on the team. I was like, there's multiple.
Yeah, that's true.
multiple dashes on the team. Just depends on how he uses it. All right, so 20 seconds. About to go ahead.
Have you ever played
Sebastian
Riven,
just wants to
Poppy?
flame me. Hell yeah, I want to
Lovely.
flame you. Go get electricity in your apartment, Greg.
Oh,
Got him.
dang.
Anyway, I love Greg. I actually do love him to death. So, yeah, we're about to head into this game here. I'm very interested to see. DBP maybe want to opt for the level 1 this time around?
Yeah, dude, run it down. Honestly, you got Nautilus, you got the Urgot. Like, whatever, do it. There's a Braum on the enemy team. Don't care, just yeet it. Honestly, with a Braum existing, you don't mess with the level 1 at all. It's a pretty bad idea to try and level 1 into any Braum comp, especially if you're on the offensive, because then Braum front lines, you drop the stuns, you get all those concussive blow procs going around, and
Now hear me out. Now hear me out. Poppy takes the dash, Anivia takes the wall, and Nautilus takes the hook.
Yeah, but then after they do that, where's their damage?
What do you mean?
What I mean is they're stuck in a 5v5 against Braum concussive blows, level 1. That's not gonna be a fun time. Like, they're gonna get one guy with the wall trick, and then they're all just gonna get flashed on and
Look,
die.
all I'm hearing is someone not believing, alright? Yeah, we were.
Colin sucks. Well,
I'm
that
at 6
synergizes it
seconds.
for us.
I'm at 6 seconds. Okay,
The pod
cool.
synergizes it for us, actually, so we don't have to do anything. I love being lazy.
Shh.
It does if you believe.
Yeah, like the W start Poppy dash into Nautilus Q.
Oh, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that?
It's called believing, Geo. Alright, have you ever seen The Matrix? He doesn't fly because he doesn't believe.
You just called Sean Gio.
Oh, wait. Wait, is Sean in here? Okay, fine.
Hey, how's it going?
No,
Yeah, just believe.
just believe. He's beginning to believe.
Sounds
Alright,
like
I'm at 10
someone's played
seconds.
too many games with Greg's shot calling.
3, 2. Okay, alright.
Wait, did we pause?
I'm paused at 10 seconds.
Oh, some guy got him back.
Thank God. Alright.
Perfect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Because he individually muted you, Sean.
Yeah. Droid idiot. Alright, so I'm at
Alright.
18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
Okay,
23,
good.
24, 25, 26. Okay, I'm at 28.
30.
I'll get to 30. I'll get to 30. I'll get to 30.
Yeah.
All right. Uh-huh. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. 3. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yeet!
All right. NA production value, boys. Let's go.
You're welcome to
Alright,
North America. 4 fine region, 4 fine cast. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, we got opposite side invades, and Don't Ban Poppy is.
I mean, is DBP really invading?
They're invading their own jungle, bro. They're invading this bush. This bush feels very transgressed upon right now.
Nice $10 word. Not even.
Thank
That's
you.
like a $5 word.
It's like a 690 word, if you know what I'm saying.
A 690.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go for the $6.16.
And I'm going for the 690 because it's 69 and then a 0. Just with a period, just with a decimal point somewhere in between.
In any case, yeah. So Panic at the Top Hat dropping the ward there at the chickens, trying to make sure that he has enough information on front lash. But I do think jungle path wise, I do think they're both going to take the same path with front lash, going for the Krug second. Yep, that is exactly what's going to happen. While
Grump.
Yep, while Legends on MK goes for the Korean meta right now, which is going to the Krugs.
Yeah, the old Reg to Krug special. They're actually a decent amount of path that you can take in the new jungle. I'm actually not familiar with the Korean meta one, but I do know it involves Krug second. I'm interested to see whether this involves like full clearing after this, or like actually just backing buying an item, or like just walking to the other side and skipping Raptors.
Well, most of the time in the Korean meta for jungle, at least from what I know,
It's the
it's
red
a red
side.
start. Yeah,
Uh,
it's the red side
it's the
exactly.
red
If
side
you're
and
on
the
the red
blue
side.
buff and Scuttle. That makes sense. Yeah, it's the red side and then the blue buff and Scuttle. That would make a whole lot of sense in this meta because a
Well,
lot of the
no.
XP is rooted in the red side.
Well, yeah. So if you're on red side, you would definitely want to be on the red side because you go red into Krugs into a possible gank. If not a gank, then you go to Scuttle and then you go to your chickens. At least that's what I've seen from the Korean junglers as of late. And then there's the whole thing where you could possibly go into vertical jungling, but starts
It's too
getting
big
really, really
brain.
weird. Yeah, it starts getting really, really weird. I'm not Korean, so I can't
Vertical jungle
understand it.
meta died by transitioning scuttlers to 3 minutes to 3:15 again, where they should be.
Yeah,
And,
no, I 100% agree. Oh my
and
god,
a
Symphonian taking
lot of
so much aggression.
Frontletch, the early visit into the top lane, Captain ganked up right here. Gonna dash out of that one though. That Pudgy Division Guy Fury looking for Sir Everett's. The hook
Ooh.
lands, the ignite is popped. Sir Everett's gonna flash out of that one, but Uramoose here now getting a transgress upon, and he's gonna leap Sir Everett's.
Yeah, but that is Sir Everett still has the heal to where Guy Fieri burnt the ignite, so not the worst thing in the world. Oh, well, I say
Guy
that.
Fieri comes out with the massive Nautilus flash, and the ignite's popped on Pudgy Dinners. The shield's not
Nice
going to be enough
flash.
to save them from certain doom as the first blood comes in from Guy Fieri.
There we go. That's something a little bit more this DBP squad speed. Fudgy Ditter's getting a lot of just free passive stacks on the Braum earlier. Sir Everett's taking extremely low. Was able to burn through the heal. Great flash there by Guy Fieri, recognizing that, Sivir was very, very low. Did not have the spell shield up again as well. Really, really good stuff there. That's exactly what DBP need, especially in this early game.
And they didn't respect Nautilus going back into the bush, and he was able to actually just flash out straight out from the bush and then drop the auto onto Sir Everett's. And there's pretty much no counterplay because of the way they position. Front Lash is now coming in for a gank. In the mid lane, Flop Patch going to flash out of the Anivia Q. And Legends in case here to answer the counter. The flash comes out. John is going to flash in response, though. And now this Don't Ban Poppy duo going to run straight back away.
Yeah, so really good counter. Well, not really a counter gank, just Legends being
Ooh,
there.
the disdain comes out. Symphonian dropping the gat on the account in the top.
Oh god, the gat, yeah, man, the gat knees. It's the
knees,
unsung
dude.
hero of League of Legends. To be honest with you,
You've heard of Uzis? What about Uzis?
good lord, is this what Legends goes through?
Menbunk's gonna come into this game.
The only reason,
Beat me again.
Look, the only reason why Legends isn't here is because he's playing the game, all right, and I understand his pain now.
Yeah, dude, this man co-casts with me all the time. This is what he gets himself into.
Oh my god,
It's a rough time.
Anyways,
dude, it's like so clean. He reacts disgustedly, like so cleanly, to all of my puns, and it's great. Because he sounds so discouraged and then
I don't think it's great. I don't think he thinks it's great. I think you're the only one who thinks it's great.
I think deep down he likes it. Of course Stu thinks it's great. Everyone loves Stu.
Oh god.
But apparently everyone hates Chris. Shout out to the old television
Oh
show.
my god, shut up! Shut up! I'm gonna mute you. That's not a threat, by the way. I'm not admin abusing.
I'm
Anyway.
gonna mute you. I'm dead. You brought that one on yourself.
Oh god. Alright. So Anivia is actually having a pretty hard time right now. Wow, that's actually a very aggressive hook by Guy Fieri. He's a tanky boy though, so he doesn't really mind the Sir Everett's damage right now. But yeah, so Anivia is gonna have a pretty hard time into the Ahri. Ahri generally speaking, has a lot of movement, especially post 6. You can't really lock down an Ari and get the full combo along with the wall and whatnot. So you definitely have to play it a lot better. That's a great hook on Guy Fieri.
Another hook coming out. You're a moose. You're gonna get CC'd.
Oh,
Optic guy
yeah.
comes out. Guy Fieri with another kill in the bot lane. This bot
Oh,
is already
yeah.
paying dividends.
Oh yeah, that's how support should play. Kill, steal only. All right.
That's what
Kaisa
I'm
doesn't need
talking
to
about.
scale. Fuck Kaisa. All right. Nautilus is scaling right now. You just hop in the backpack and just wait for me to fucking pop off.
Donda's doing a good job baiting out the Spirit Rush, dodging out the Charm as well. And
No.
oh no, Legends of K over the wall. John is gonna get.
Hey, Vidatus, how do you like your eggs? How do you like your eggs? Scrambled anyway.
Camps. Oh wait, we guessed wrong. I was gonna say poached like jungle camps after you go in and steal them, but
That how am I supposed to know that that's what you're think? Alright, you know what?
he did. Yeah, I was thinking of scramble. My brain's getting scrambled.
Oh, okay. Alright, so John Disga, I'm slowly losing brain cells. This is
You
not
act like
good.
you
Send
had any
help.
to begin with.
You're right, but still, look, man. The 3 brain cells I had were happy, and now they're 2. All right, they're sad. Their comrade has fallen. All right. So John just going down there, very unfortunate. Again, we kind of talked about this earlier.
Just dropped in the top lane looking for the all in, but the
He got it! He got it! Let's go!
Symphonian with the solo kill! Oh, baby! Shotgun knees!
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Urgot, all right? He's perfectly balanced champion. He has nothing going for him, all right? Just don't ban him, don't pick him. He's absolute fucking garbage. Conquer, there's nothing wrong with that keystone either. Perfectly balanced. It's not overtuned. It's not fucking stupid. All right? Shut the hell up, Dylan. All right?
Have you considered not playing a squishy burst mage and running head first into Urgot's disdain? I hear that helps. Just waiting for a friend. Uh-oh. Oh, good flash from Guy Fieri there.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. I went to a very dark place there very briefly.
Good thing you're back.
Oh, yeah.
Guy Fieri have found the engage.
He hooked the wall!
Legends on tap, running away that Anivia wall.
Alright.
Oh,
so, that was,
that hook.
well, that was also a Nautilus ulti right into the Sivir spell shield that was clearly up. I don't really understand. Oh!
That's the shitter if I've ever seen
it. Alright. You know what? Just.
Oh my god.
Open mid. Report mid laner. Open mid. All right. All right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no! And a fierce front lash is showing around on this top side, and the Sejuani is smelling what's for dinner, and it's definitely not going to be beef. It's going to be one poppy. Sykes we're just going to Krugs.
Okay, I don't really know where you were going for there. As Sir Everett's getting dived on.
But it's like Guy Fieri and Fudgy Daters want some Sivir with a side of Sivir in this bot lane dive. The outplay comes out. Now Fudgy forced to flash out. But that is Sir Everett's going to get dropped under the turret.
Okay, so, not the cleanest, but hey, you know what? A kill's a kill.
So,
a kill's a kill. It's very unfortunate that Fudgy Ditter stole it from the Nautilus, but, I mean, it happens. It happens, alright? Like, you just gotta take it and you gotta run with it, you know what I'm saying?
Sebastian, I'm gonna take you 3-course meal of scrambled eggs and raise it with, Sivir. What's that? Sivir.
Oh, God. I'm not responding to this. Stuart, get in here. I don't want to deal with this alone. Alright, cool. No, you leave. You leave. No. Anyway. Alright, so.
Okay.
Alright. So, anyway. We're. Okay, so.
Yeah, fight me, bro.
Anyway, so Urgot is actually in a very big CS deficit. This is turning into a fiesta of a cast, and I'm here for it.
I'm loving it.
Symphonian,
This is everything
Symphonian
I
is down
wanted.
substantially. Symphonian is down substantially in the top lane. Surprisingly, the jungle is completely even when it comes to
no, to
CS.
slam into the wall, the Nautilus combo, you're a moose. Misses the flash over the wall, and he's now very dead. Kill goes over to Fudgy Ditters.
Uh-oh,
Teleport in, bot lane,
TP!
Lexington K. Glacial Prison over the wall, Guy Fierce blocked up. And Panic the top hat gets the shutdown onto Guy Fieri. And
Alright, that was a huge flash from Legends MK. Gio, what are you doing?
yeah, it's huge with
Gio.
Jaundice here. Oh,
Gio, you're not Silas.
Oh,
Gio, no!
I respect it, dude. Front lash goes over the wall. The smite.
Wait, I'm the idiot.
The kill, but Panic at the top hat secures it with the orb, and that Kaisa is just standing there and taking it to the face. That's a shutdown for Legends and K.
Okay, Legends is still on the hunt. He still wants some eggs. He's saying it's still breakfast time. I want this right here. No, he missed the icicle.
Oh,
he dies for it. No, he flashes.
Yo, 11:32 p.m. More like 11:32 a.m. Breakfast is served, boys. Egg bait comes out.
Alright,
You
well,
know,
he
Jonas's
lived.
egg is scrambled, but Panic the Top Hat's biscuit got buttered. Holy mother god.
Alright, I don't know about that analogy. I don't really want to butter, well... you know, when you think about it, I guess, you know? I'll allow this. It's Pride Week. I'll allow this one. Pride Month, actually. My bad. I apologize. It's Pride Month.
Bro, Pride.
All right. Oh my goodness. All right. So 13 minutes in, no 10K gold lead. DBP substantially in a better position, I have to say. You know. So you know, Vitalis, who do you think has the upper hand?
You know, right now I gotta say, based upon just gold lead, like, it's tough to say. Like, it's very even. Gold lead's very even. On the side of Legends on tap, you have that. You have an Ahri, and the solo laners are doing very well. Panic the top hat's currently 2 kills to 1. He's up around 34 CS, and Akio also top lane, 116 CS. So there's notable pressure to mid lane, but the engage is going to be dropped in the bottom lane. Fudgy is going to get caught out and eviscerated. Legends MK is on a killing spree here, and Guy Fieri soon to follow on the Nautilus here. It's going to get taken down by Sir Everett as the Glacial Prison goes wide on the Jaundice. Now front lash, slam him in the wall. He winds the ult. That's a triple slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And Sir Everett's now going to be forced to flash away from that terrifying Poppy, but to no avail. Sir Everett's going to finally take that in front lash with the help of his teammates.
Yeah, really good stuff there by front lash, getting that ultimate off, ulting 3 people out of the vicinity. However, was not able to clean up the kill on Sir Everett's, you know, as a tank Poppy. Generally speaking, you kind of think that Poppy has a lot of burst potential, but Jaundice getting caught out now.
Here's Jaundice. I've seen this one before. He went up there without his warding buddy, and now he's dead.
Oh, dude, the warding buddy.
Warding buddy!
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, you can't go out without your warding buddy, and 3 of your warding buddies were dead.
Does that have anything to do with that situation at all?
No, not at all.
But, you know, technically he did go without a warding buddy, if you really think about it.
Oh man, but yeah, so just pretty unfortunate there. LOT again, as we've said, this entire series and its entire season, just way quicker on the draw, on the rotation, was able to catch out Fudgy Ditters way early into that team fight to just neutralize them, and from there just was not a good position.
Hook misses the wall, and Everett's throwing down the autos. So that's pretty fine. But Panic Top Hat actually gets the first turret kill in the middle lane. As all that's going on. Oh my god.
So, I mean, right now LOT does have a 3K gold lead, which, you know, I guess, alternatively speaking from what we saw last game, isn't the worst thing in the world. 2 dragons is very, very feels bad. Symphonian is now down in this top lane is not having a good time farming. Although he does have the 1 kill, it's just not really going well for him. Legends MK 3-0 on this Sejuani as well, catching Geo what seems to be like every single turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, I think right now.
Some damage Legends MK here to visit with the Glacial Prison. Good flash out. That was very clean. But Acute answering with the flash and Legends MK and the cleanup there.
Yeah, and that's not going to be good for this Urgot. I mean, he's already down so much CS. Aki is just going to be able to. He should be able to take this tower, but it looks like Front Lash is going to be here to make sure that that doesn't go down as easily.
Hey, bro, Sejuani's here again. Gotta be kidding me, bro.
All right. Blue buff going over to Panic at the top hat. Yeah, I mean, Legends MK. It doesn't matter what kind of jungler he's on. He just knows where to be. It's honestly amazing to watch as a person that doesn't play jungle. Like every single play that is made, it's just like, man, he's right there. I don't know if it's because it's so well communicated or he just knows. It really is very interesting from like a non-jungler's perspective on just his pathing and everything else. And I think that every single jungler in the league like really needs to like take notes on how he does it, because it just seems consistent every single time.
So it's a variety of factors. It's like most junglers, like they'll have. Legends MK is very lucky in this situation to have a team that follows up very well, and if he's calling for their rotations, they're listening. And, you know, not everyone's blessed with that, but, you know, in this situation, Legends MK has the whole package. He knows what to do. He has the pathing knowledge. He has the teamwork, and the communication is all there to really enable him to take control of the game. And so, you know, this is an eventuality of, you know, this is, in my opinion, a causality of the roster that you see them building.
Oh, he got him!
Beyond Death comes out, Symphonian puts Panic the top hat in the grinder. He's gonna get mobbed down by 3 players on the side of Legends on tap.
Oh, Front Lash
here on the turn, but probably no Vice engage on that one as he's gonna get taken down, and now they're on to Jaundice. Nivea's running for dear life. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Fudge and Guy Fieri looking for the dive on a Sir Everett, but Everett goes on a rampage. As Guy Fieri going to drop under turret, and meanwhile, Jaundice has seemingly gotten his way out of a sticky situation in the top side jungle. Good for him.
Yeah, well, his flash was burned in there, so I'd be pretty interested to see where he. Yeah, really good of getting out of the situation. Again, so we were talking about the synergy between Poppy and Anivia. Something that we kind of overlooked was that if the wall isn't there to kind of stop Poppy, it kind of just takes them out of the ultimate. It's a get out of jail free card if it's not stunned, which is pretty unfortunate, and we've seen it a couple times already in this game. So you know, the communication has to be pretty crisp for that to, huh?
Kind of just yeeted him out of the floor, Nivea.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's happened a couple times now.
It's like, I burned my combo, I dropped the Glacial Storm, I have no damage. Good luck. Oh wait, you're in 3 of them. Goodbye. Oh no, it's SZK in the bush already, and Aki drops the slicing maelstrom, and this Urgot is soon to fall. He's gonna get taken down by Legends MK as he's now dominating on this Sejuani.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Speaking of disgusting,
oh no!
That
the flash over the wall.
Disgusting.
Very, very
disgusting damage coming out. Your Moose gonna get the kill on the Fudgy Ditters.
Oh, what?
Okay. With the max range hook. Death Charts comes out, but Front Last gonna secure with the Chilling Smite.
Yeah, I don't agree with that hook.
Yeah. Now Legends of K is onto the side of Jaundice, but the rest of Legends on tap is here to collapse. Front Lash throws found Panic the top hat on the hunt is popped, and Poppy's gonna get mobbed down by 4 of them. Kill goes over to Akiyute. And that should be a dragon going to the side of Legends on tap now after that interesting fiasco in the bottom side.
Yeah, it was okay for a while because they had gotten the kill onto Uramoose, basically going 1-for-1 with Fudgy Ditters, but it was just a split call there. Front Lash got into Panic at the top hat's face, but again, because LOT is LOT, they were able to quickly rotate and give him that support while Legends MK fought off both the Nautilus and the Anivia at the exact same time on about, 10 feet away. So very unfortunate that Front Lash didn't have the, oh my god, as Fudgy Ditter just gets dove beyond all belief.
Jesus. So I was actually tabbed out for a bit, and I tabbed into the PMA LCS stream. I'm like, oh hey, League of Legends, this is where I should be. Wait, why is this overlay here? Oops, yeah, I'm actually tabbed out. But anyway, John is actually gonna get taken down in the mid lane here, resurrecting, but scrambled eggs for all there to be distributed among 4 members of Legends on tap as Panic at the top hat secures the kill.
Oh man. So yeah, just
man.
this is starting to become another one of those scenarios. LOT just again have a very impeccable mid game with their rotations. They're everywhere that they need to be, and they're catching everybody on these rotations on the side of DBP. With the ganks, the constant pressure, the split fights, it's just all going their way right now.
Beyond Death comes out, Symphony dropping the all-in combo with Slicing Maelstrom is there to answer, and that cannon just does so much damage. Oh no, Fear Beyond Death actually dropping at the last minute, allowing Symphony not to be able to secure that kill. Rip.
Oh boy. All right, so a 7K gold lead now for the side of LOT. What do you got? What do you got for me, Vitalis? What's the answer? What's the key here for DBP?
The good news is in this situation, I can just yell stall, and I'm pretty right because they have an Ivia.
Yeah, that is true. They have the huge wave clear into, but unfortunately, he needs to stay alive to happen. Generally, as an Anivia, you have the potential of staying alive quite a lot.
I mean, he's staying alive about as much as the rest of Don't Ban Poppy is. So.
I mean, I guess that is true, but again, he does need to be alive in order to wave clear these minions.
Big if true, that's you to tell me you need to be alive to win 99% of your games.
That's not true. Sion exists.
Oh yeah,
that's true. And Karthus exists.
And Zerat Portal.
Exactly. So,
that's why I said 99.
Really weird team fight here.
Called out. We have a team fight in the mid lane. Jenna is brought extremely low. That gets onto the back line as the Poppy ult goes wide. Bang, top hat in the back line going insane. Guy Fieri gets taken down. Account goes on a rampage. And Don't Ban Poppy here. Symphonian gonna get taken down along with Fudgy Ditters in the mid lane. And that's a triple kill for Aki in that team fight. That is a 4-for-0 in favor of Legends on tap, and now they're turning on to Baron. Yeah, that was a huge flank there from Panic at the top hat. I do believe he TP'd behind DBP, basically splitting up the fight there. I mean, DBP didn't have the correct call. They were kind of all just scrambled. Symphonia going all the way to the back line for no reason instead of trying to peel off the Ahri. So honestly speaking, that team fight really comes down to miscommunication. They should have all just turned into the Ahri, try and burst him down as soon as possible. I mean, you have the Poppy, you have the Nautilus, and you have the Urgot to be able to peel that off. But everybody just kind of went with their, hey, this person is the closest to me, so I'm going to fight this person. So instead of fighting as a collective unit, they just all kind of did everything else. I guess is the best way that I could explain that. Alright, so you know what? There's like a 10,000 gold lead on the side of Legends on tap at this point, so let's turn our head to one of the more interesting aspects of this game. What toppings are currently on the pizza that pizza delivery server is carrying?
I can't.
Like a ham and pineapple. I think that's a ham and pineapple right now.
I can't.
Which, fun fact, but the pizza toppings change every time the
you're play-by-play.
Aki's coming in with a massive slicing maelstrom, and Don't Ban Poppy just gonna melt. Sludgy Ditters goes on Killer Instinct, but you get brought down by the Ignite. The Fear Beyond Death, though, Symphonian's found one, but that's not gonna be nearly enough to turn the fight in favor of Don't Ban Poppy as Legends on tap sweeps through with another 4-for-1 team fight.
I mean, a perfect example there of Aki work in tandem, Braum ulti just knocking everybody up, and Akiyu being able to go right in the center, pop that Zhonya's, and just do a massive amount of damage in the clumped unit of DBP. I don't really foresee an answer here. Maybe Jaundice can try and wall off the cannon, but I mean, once he goes golden mode, there's not really much you can do other than try and disengage as much as you can.
That's about the best answer they have. I'm trying to think here. What was? I don't know. But back to my pizza delivery server point. Did you know every time pizza delivery server throws a boomerang blade, it gets her a different type of pizza with different toppings.
Yes, I do actually. As we see another team.
He's engaged, and he's gonna get brought down immediately. Kill goes over to Legends MK here. Front lash on the slam on the panic at the top. Hat budget existence. Killer instinct to get brought down. Sir Everett goes godlike. Legends is found the shutdown, but once again it is Legends on tap who is coming on top. The double kill, the triple kill for Legends MK. The Symphonian puts another one in the grinder. He's slaying your moose, but it's not going to be enough, and that is a 5-4-2, almost clean ace on the side of Legends on tap.
Is this game? I mean, they have the Baron. I'm sorry, Akiyut is going top lane right now. I think he's going to go ahead and try and end it. Are the minions going to be enough? Guy Fieri is up.
GG, it's GG.
I don't know how true that is. Really good flash by Guy Fieri.
Doesn't true. Run,
Yeah, doesn't have the backup, and I think he's just going to go down for free here. Legends MK is here. Shield is not going to be enough.
That's unfortunate.
Pretty unfortunate.
That reminds me of what I was actually going to say. You know how many cannon gains we're up to for Akiyut this season? It's got to be a lot.
It's definitely a lot. 100%. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's probably like 10. 11, 12.
Well, it's because they have a lot of team comps. From what I've seen from LOT, they have a lot of Kennen-oriented team comps in the form of the J4, the Kennen J4, which is really really good. The Veigar Kennen. In this case, they have the Braum Kennen. The Braum is always there, but they have the Sejuani ultimate is really really good for that as well. So I mean, Kennen just fits into a lot of their comps. So there's no reason to not play Kennen, honestly speaking, because I mean, okay, you banned the J4, all right, Panic at the top hat plays Veigar. You ban the Veigar, which in this case you don't. Okay, we just pick Sejuani and we have the exact same kind of relative theme. You understand what I'm saying?
So I think they're in a good spot where everyone has probably like a preferred 3 to 4, like a preferred 2 to 4 chance that they want to be on that team. And Legends on tap has found a comp that works for every single one of them. As Legends of K finds the Glacial Prison on the Jaundice, and that Anivi goes down immediately. That's a clean pick for Legends on tap.
Symphonia doesn't.
Oh no. Oo's knee is gonna get run down pretty soon as the sun comes out, the charm comes out. Not finalizing damage. Wait, can I get 7 more deaths?
Oh no.
Oh man.
Front lash is gonna go down as well. It does look like
it's looking like the game. Here it is, the final team fight. Sir Everett's dropping the double kill already. Symphonian mode down on their turret. The triple kill for Sir Everett. The turret's dropped, and it looks like this is going to be the Nexus and the game. Slicing Maelstrom comes out. Guy Fieri gonna get eviscerated in base. That's the clean ace and the Nexus as Legends on tap takes the series 2-0.
GG's to Legends on tap. Very, very convincing 2-game wins there. 37-12 on game 2. So there it is. Those are going to be your finalists, LOT versus KB. We will get that scheduled as soon as possible. But because this does, in fact, conclude the series, Vitatis, who do you have for MVP?
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of good performances, from a lot of players on the side of Legends on tap. But everyone played really well, but I think the 2 no-brainers for this one are either Panic or Legends. And, do you pick the one who ran rampants all over them game 1, or do you pick the one that enabled them? And especially Legends map pressure, and especially the objective pressure on that off game 1 was extremely commendable. And especially game 2, his heads up play, setting up a lot of fights for Sejuani was nice. It conveniently worked out that Don't Ban Poppy was just kind of chilling in a lot of spots where he didn't actually have to work very much for any of the kills he got. But he ran around, he got a lot of them, he threw a lot of ults. Just pathing well, he did his thing. He made it happen.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. I'm actually inclined to give it on Legends MK as well. I mean, we constantly talked about it all night, and I'm still going to talk about it as far as Legend plays. Well, as long as Legends plays in this league, his pathing is just impeccable, honestly speaking. You can make the poll.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. All right, hold on. Stream straw polls coming momentarily.
So the straw poll is being made right now, so that way you guys can give us your opinion on who you guys think the series MVP is going to be. But yeah, I honestly want to give it to Legends MK. He's so good. He's so good at enabling everybody. If he's not carrying on a bruiser jungle or carry jungler, he's enabling people on a Sejuani tank. If he's not playing the Sejuani tank, he's carrying them with the. It's just a pick your poison whenever it comes down to this dude. But a huge shout out to Panic at the Top Hat for that huge Ari game one. Definitely put his Ari back on the map, because it didn't really seem as if he was playing it much this season between the Vagar, his patented Vel'Koz, and a bunch of other mid lane control mages. But honestly, also leave it to Frank. Leave it to Frank to take an assassin like Ari and play her like a control mage with the glacial augment. I know I'm just memeing because glacial augment is the build to go with her right now. But leave it to Frank. Am I right? In any case, huge shout out there. But I definitely am going to give it to Legends MK as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. Straw poll's been dropped in chat. Remember to go there and vote for your favorite player. I mean, the player who played the best in the series there. And by favorite, I mean Kaligi. You could make a strong case for Kaligi on this one, I feel.
That is true. You could make a strong case for Kaligi, but
Ooh,
I don't know about
hardly
that
know.
one, Coach.
Yeah, I could, but I hardly know her.
Yeah. So, wow, 23 viewers. To everybody that stayed with that clown fiesta of a cast in game 2, thank you so much, because that was pretty bad, I gotta say.
Yeah,
we
it's a
kind of
clown
lost.
fiesta.
Yeah, we lost it. We lost it a lot, but if Chris is involved, I guess we kind of always lose.
It's what you call a clown fiesta, if you will.
Exactly what I mean. Thank you for sticking around. In any case, make sure to get those votes in. I say we just give it about another minute here. Also, we kind of need to talk about the unsung hero of this game, in my opinion, and that is, honestly speaking, Euromoose. Euromoose is very, I guess, unlooked at priority for LOT. I mean, everybody says, oh well, the Braum, he just plays nothing but Braum, but hey, he plays that Braum very well. I mean, game 1 he had 4 kills and he didn't have a death, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go back and check. But, the fact that he just kind of sits down and he plays the Braum every game, and, he just, whether he complains about it or not is behind the scenes. But, he plays it very well. He plays it to the best of his ability, and he really does put Sir Everett's to a point to where, just deals the damage. We saw it with the Tristana in game 1. We definitely see it with the Sivir in game 2.
Yeah, and a very not to be overlooked is Aki at this game, who's put in work on Ken in both games. Actually, had some very amazing slicing of maelstroms. And I think you can argue that he's not necessarily the one that turned the game on its head. Is a lot of his plays did just kind of happen when Lot was already in the driver's seat. But you can't ignore the heads up. You can't ignore the heads up playmaking factor from this guy.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to close out the straw poll because it is getting late. We have Legends MK with 6 votes, going to be your series semifinal MVP. Congratulations to Legends. Legends, if you want to come and do a little interview, you can. I'm not going to keep you too long. I don't know if you have to go to sleep. But yeah, so we have the semifinal done and completed. Just letting you know, we will have a third place match between DBP and UTD, my own team. Usually third place matches are going to be a little bit more on the not try hard side, unless they want to do a try hard game. It doesn't really matter to us. I can already tell that we don't really care. But yeah, that's going to be the third place, and then your finalists are going to be LOT and KB. So make sure to stick around for that. Make sure to stick around for whenever we schedule that. We will make sure to announce that.
All
Okay,
right.
cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and go.
On that note, we're gonna make a quick segue down to Player of the Game 1 to talk
Or
to our
actually, hold
series
on. I'm a
MVP.
mod.
Oh, haha. Welcome to quote unquote Player of the Game 1 Legends. Congratulations on your 2-0 win over Don't Ban Poppy, and with that, you've secured a berth in the grand finals to play the one, the only, the big kahuna Caligma Bobway themselves. How are you guys feeling?
We honestly are so excited to play them again. We went back and Bob reviewed our stuff when we first played them and how we messed up game one, and I think we're more than ready.
Oh boy.
Ooh, all right, all right. I see that. I see that. So,
You hear the confidence
yeah,
already, man.
yeah, for sure. So, speaking of that, what do you guys think you're going to be taking differently to this KB game? Because I think you guys did 1-1 them during the regular season. Am I correct in that?
hmm
Okay. So, what do you think is different from the LOT that played against them in the regular season to the LOT now?
I would tell you, but it would give away what we're doing. So we really like playing against. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll try to answer without
Okay.
giving away too much.
Okay.
We both times we played against KB in the split because we played against them in preseason. We learned so much against playing with them. Um, and we really saw like weaknesses each time. So we're gonna realize like how we want to play the early game and shift it around so that we don't fall too far behind. We know
Okay.
that if we get KB out of the laning phase, we're almost a shoe in for a victory.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay. All right. All right.
that
No, no, no. I like
KB.
that. I like that. All right. So,
Ooh.
We're working
in
on
your
some stuff in the
opinion,
back too.
okay, because KB again is probably the highest ranked MR team that the PMA LCS has ever seen. In your opinion, it doesn't even have to be like strategic or anything else like that. In your opinion, who is the scariest member of KB?
I think without a doubt the scariest member is Bear Jr.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the master player. I don't know
Yeah.
if he hit masters today. Actually, did he hit
He
masters?
didn't.
I mean,
Nah.
he's a really good player, and like
God
he
damn
definitely
it,
moved
Bear.
the team around. And his attitude with his
You're
team,
supposed to say he's trash. Come
no,
on.
Okay.
I don't think if there was a different captain trying to work with those four players, that team would not have worked. So I could give like Bear Jr. so much credit for pulling that together.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
That was really good.
So now that you guys have won semifinals, you're on to Legends in your first season. How does that feel?
It feels really good. I mean, I had a really good time reconnecting with people of this kind of interest, and so it feels good to be here. And I couldn't have done it with a more fun team too.
All right, awesome. So yeah, that's actually going to be doing it for us. We're not going to get too in depth. Well, actually, we are going to get a little bit in depth into this particular game. So, what were you guys looking at as far as DBP? DBP being one of the more flexible teams of the league. You have a bunch of different players that could switch around roles. Jaundice being able to kind of go in the top lane, a little bit in the jungle. What were your guys' like strategies going into this game?
Okay, yeah. So our biggest thing was actually front lash. While we recognize that Jaundice is probably the most talented player on the team, we recognize that their game plan largely revolves around front lash winning their laning phases for them.
Mm,
So going into the game, we recognize that if we take front lash off of comfort junglers and early game junglers that can also scale into the late game, we would mitigate that, and that would give our laners an advantage. Since I do think our laners are better head to head. So
mm.
afterwards, then we just had to track where Jaundice was going to go in the lanes. If Jaundice got Ari, Frank would have a rough time. So we made sure we focused that Ari pick to ourselves. It isn't necessarily that Frank is amazing on the Ari, but rather we were just trying to steal the pick. And then Frank just incredibly performed on it, which is awesome.
Okay, yeah, and that's what we were kind of thinking about on the caster as well. Is that hey, Frank doesn't really play a lot of Ari. We've definitely seen the Ari before. Don't get me wrong, but we kind of had a little bit of we were kind of inclined to think that maybe it was you because you are actually a mid laner, a mid lane main prior to the split. That was put onto jungle and played it phenomenally. We thought that this was maybe you going into the mid lane, so that's what we were kind of thinking. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Frank did really, really perform very, very well into that game one. So let's see here. We have a couple of questions in chat. Ask Legends if the pocket pick Nico Klepto jungle is the secret strat.
We don't want to tell people that. It's pretty incredible. Pocket pick, Nico jungle.
Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll keep that in the back pocket. From Maye, how badly has Frank abused you this split?
At first it was pretty bad. Then, after you're stuck with it for a while, you kind of like it, and then suddenly it's okay. I think there's like a
That's
diagnosis for
called
this.
Stockholm syndrome. Yes, absolutely. That's definitely called Stockholm syndrome. No, I
I'm
definitely get it. I definitely get it. So yeah, I think we're pretty good right there. But again, Legends, congratulations on being the semifinals MVP, and we're gonna expect some great things. I mean, LOT versus KB. Not to say that everybody kind of expected this to happen, but I think this was on a lot of people's radars as what the finals is gonna be. So really big good luck to you, sir, and we'll see you in the finals.
All right, thanks.
Wait,
All
hold
right.
on. No.
Okay.
I got one more question. Oh my god, I'm so torn because they're two really good questions. One's great. Okay, okay. First of all, question for Frank in game two. Wait, oh no, that's a question for Frank. Never mind. All right. So we're gonna do OPTSM fans question then. So says ask Legends if Bear is the best player on their team, then who would you consider the X factor on KB, and who do you think the X factor on your own team is?
I think the X factor in KB is without a doubt Juice Me Bomb. That man has surprised me with every game I've watched him play.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to say the X factor on our team, I think everybody sleeps on Sir Everett's. And I think that's what gives him these windows to play so well. Like in
You
team
mean
fights,
like
nobody
Brom
focuses it.
Sivers? So the Brom
Yeah.
Sivers 19 games in a row? Yeah, you're absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell us how you really feel, Sebastian.
Oh god, it's just every game. But in any case, I think that's where we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap it up here. It's now 11:03, and your boy needs to get some sleep. So again, congratulations on the 2-0 victory. We're gonna expect some great things from this final game. So I'm pretty hyped about it. I hope I cast that game. But in any case, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here in the caster desk in general. Again, just keep in mind we will be announcing when the finals will be on the Facebook page. I know we really don't do that, but for final sake, we are going to make sure that we're going to try and do our best to get it out there as soon as it is scheduled. Also, keep in mind that me personally, I will be. I'll be giving out mystery gifts throughout the stream as well. So we want to get as many people hyped up for this as possible. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you come by, check out the streams. I will personally be giving out mystery gifts all throughout the finals because I definitely think that finals is going to go to a game 3. As much as Legends or Bear Jr. may not believe so, I definitely think that's going to be a long series for sure. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. This was, I guess, right now, Dr. Pengu with Vitatis. And again, thank you, Gan Wien, for the stream, and we will see you guys on the next one.